Greetings, all my beautiful African people all around the world. Greetings to you.
Now, Africa.
I will never give you up. The Strait of Hormuz must be shut. Blockade, blockade. In my head, just blockade. Please let the ships go through. Come on, at least a few. If you block me, then I block you. Blockade, blockade. I thought this was easy peasy. Blockade. Now Mecca and Melania leave me. Blockade. Surrender is beneath me. Blockade, blockade. I think soon I get impeached.
So, let's go back to what started this. President Trump sends a humiliating, embarrassing, and incendiary social media post threatening the Iranian government to cooperate with the ceasefire agreement. That ceasefire agreement was dead on arrival, but that's a conversation for another day. Now, as it relates to diplomacy, I'm convinced that diplomatic etiquette is dead too. Why? Because our leaders are megalomaniacs and narcissists. In the next video clip, you will see exactly what I mean. Check this out.
Correspondent Trey Yingst in Israel. Hello, Trey.
Shannon, good morning. Today I spoke with President Trump for about 20 minutes regarding the situation in Iran. He tells me if they do not sign the deal this week, the whole country is going to get blown up. The president went on to say we are preparing to hit them harder than any country has ever been hit before because you cannot let them have a nuclear weapon. The Middle East ceasefire is set to expire later this week in under 72 hours. And it comes after the Iranians fired on 2 vessels that were passing through the Strait of Hormuz on Saturday. The president responding to those Iranian actions.
Got a little cute as they have been doing for 47 years. Nobody ever took them on. We took them on. They have no Navy, they have no Air Force, they have no leaders, they have no nothing. Actually, their leaders are, it is regime change.
Iranian leadership appears to be disconnected, with the foreign minister announcing the Strait of Hormuz was open, only to be criticized by other officials through state media. Iran's parliament speaker, one of the key figures in ongoing talks, also directly contradicted President Trump, saying this.
Our dear people, the Strait is under the control of the Islamic Republic. Do you remember that they wanted to send minesweepers and clear the mines? Well, we stood firm against them and confronted them. We considered this a violation of the ceasefire, and we said that if you take this action, we will strike. We even went to the stage of clash, and they retreated.
With a focus on Iran, eyes remain on Lebanon, where a shaky ceasefire is holding despite some activity. Israel launched at least 2 strikes against Hezbollah, describing actions as self-defense. 1 Israeli soldier was also killed and 9 others injured this weekend in an IED blast on Saturday.
The goal we defined, disarming Hezbollah by military or political means, was and remains the goal of the campaign to which we are committed, while now a significant political lever has also been created with the direct involvement of the President of the United States and the commitment to this goal, while exerting pressure on the Lebanese government.
The clock is ticking, and this fragile ceasefire across the region could end any day. Shannon?
All right, minute by minute these days. Trey, thank you very much.
There was a time when the most dangerous words in the world were never spoken in public. They were whispered behind closed doors, carefully chosen, measured, controlled, because diplomacy demanded it. Today, everything has changed. Now, the most powerful messages on earth can be sent in seconds, seen by millions. interpreted by governments, analyzed by militaries, all in real time. And we have to ask one question: what happens when global power speaks without restraint? In the era of Donald Trump, diplomatic communication has changed significantly. It became direct, unfiltered, immediate. To some, that felt honest. To others, it felt dangerous. But this goes beyond politics. This is about risk, global risk. Diplomatic etiquette is not about being polite. It is about precision. It is about control. It is about knowing that one sentence can calm the world or ignite it. A single message can reassure allies or provoke adversaries. A single phrase can stabilize tensions or push them closer to the edge. Now imagine that message is posted online. No delay, no filter, no correction, just words. Permanent, public, powerful. And those words are read not just by citizens, but by generals, by intelligence agencies, by rival nations. They are not seen as opinions. They are seen as signals, signals of intent. Now imagine this. A message is posted, sharp, confrontational, unmistakable. It targets another nation, questions their leadership, warns of consequences across the world. That message is received, but not understood the same way. Because intention does not travel through a screen. Only words do, and words can be misread. So the other side must decide. Is this a warning? Is this a threat? Or something more? They cannot afford to guess wrong. So they prepare. Defenses rise. Military units move. Allies are contacted, and just like that, one message becomes a chain reaction that leads to geopolitical instability. Not because war was planned, but because uncertainty, inexactness, and ambiguity demanded action. This is where diplomacy and diplomatic etiquette matters most, because it creates clarity. Without it, there is confusion, and confusion is dangerous, especially in these uncertain times. History has shown us this. Wars do not always begin with intent. Sometimes they begin with misunderstanding and poor communication. Now, add incendiary social media posts, malevolent ultimatums delivered in viral formats, instant press releases, global reactions within seconds, and increased diplomatic pressure and tension to respond. There's no time to pause, no time to rethink, no time to correct, only escalation. When rhetoric becomes personal, it changes everything. Nations are built on identity, on pride, on power. Public insults are not ignored. They are answered. And now, a cycle begins. Statement, response, escalation, counter-escalation. Each side trying to show strength. Each side refusing to look weak. Until the space for de-escalation disappears. Diplomatic channels weaken. Trust erodes. Communication breaks down. And when the next crisis comes, those tools are gone. This is how diplomatic chaos begins. Not instantly, but over time. Message by message, moment by moment. The danger is not one post. It is the pattern. A pattern of unpredictability. A pattern of escalation. A pattern of blurred lines. Where rhetoric begins to feel like reality. And reality begins to respond. This is the modern world. Where words move faster than strategy. Where reactions come before reflection. Where power speaks instantly. And consequences follow. Diplomatic etiquette is not outdated. It is essential. It is the difference between pressure and provocation, between tension and conflict, between crisis and catastrophe. Because in a world disconnected, words are no longer just words. They are signals. They are triggers. They are decisions in disguise. And when those signals are unclear, the world becomes unstable. Not because conflict is inevitable, but because it becomes easier, more likely, more dangerous. So the question is not, will one message change the world? The question is, what happens when too many do? Because peace is not just maintained by strength. It is maintained by discipline, by clarity, by restraint, and by understanding that sometimes the most powerful move is choosing what not to say. The line between words and war is thinner than ever before. And in a world already on edge, the online rhetoric of Donald Trump may be amplifying geopolitical friction and uncertainty more than what we would like to admit. And that's all for today's update. If you found this video helpful or informative, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want to stay ahead with the latest updates, insights, and breaking developments, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this situation? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Now, Africa.